Now, mm, street photography is a very, very interesting thing that I've done since I was 15. Um, Basically, um, I think it born out of a existentialist thinking that you know life is just an experience. So um, what they did with the cameras, and at that point of time, small little cameras are being invented. Like the rangefinder. So people take the cameras, they go out on the street to find what they call coincidence, or rather something that impact them. So that's where they begin to have this form of photography. Many of them have become very famous, and a lot of them started their own movement, like I believe it's the Magnum photography group of people, where they roam the street and they take pictures. And then of course, you would have some things like the coincidence, like if you see a cat or something jumping, something doing things that is extraordinary. That's where you have some interesting things to show to people. And of course, during that point of time, because of the existentialist movement, people begins to think that life is just an experience. So what they do is they pack up their bags and they roam the street, they roam to another place, and they take pictures and they send home. So that created a whole uh, series of work. Oh, sorry, a series of work where people actually document history in a certain sense. You know, history on the street, history in pubs, history in places that you could not get to, or experiences that is conveyed through the photograph which you would never be there. For example, the hippies movement of the 60s and 70s, people grow long hairs and then they take drugs and all that, and then they jam, they do heavy metal music, and they did all kinds of funny things. And luckily that um, people have recorded it, and they could take pictures of what these crazy things that people have done. Yeah, one of the crazy thing is people smash up like guitars. Um, Hendrix, I think, was pretty famous for strumming, and then they did all kinds of funny things like, you know, uh, even drink bloods and put into drinks and share drinks, and they get drunk, and then they jump on the people, and finally he will smash up his guitar. So yeah, he was famous for that. But I did not been through that, of course. But I learned this from what? From photograph, from documents that people write, from images I saw in museums. Well, especially when I went to Spain, so they do have all kind of exhibition, and well, I learned a lot from all this exhibition. Yeah, so it's very interesting. So street photography is a way of documenting the street, documenting people's life, documenting occurrence that you will never see. And yeah, there comes my friend. Right, you can stop there. Huh? Sit outside.